What's good, man? It's your boy Mikey Man. Start the facts from the Big Propaganda Wrestling Podcast Network. Hey, man, we back, and shots and chops about to go down today, man. That's right. Your boy about to get a huge chop, and I ain't gonna lie, man. I lost a couple days of sleep thinking about this chop because I heard our guest hit pretty hard.
Ooh.
With that being said, man, I gotta pass it over to my dog, man. My main man, Kung Fu Eddie,
Baby! Shout out to the Hispanic Heritage Month. We started already.
Yeah.
Now it's al tiempo. Remember, give a high five to a Latino.
High five.
That's how you know. We support us. Anyways, we have a special guest, and shout out to bend over his knee guy. I have to bend the knee for this guest, okay? So hold on. Watch it.
Okay.
Make room. There we go. Period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have Raychell Rose, baby.
Man, so yeah, definitely got to bend the knee. So for you guys at home, man, if it's your first time here, make sure you guys like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit us up in the comments, follow us on all social media platforms. We do also stream on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all those good things, man. Tap in with us, man. And so yeah, I'm happy right now because I got one of my favorite wrestlers in the building.
Ooh.
Oh man, she is
my favorite right now.
You know what?
You see, look at that. Twice. You see, this is why I'm barely invited because I go over the host, even though everybody's like loving me. Remember, follow all of my social media, Kung Fu Eddie baby, except for X, because X only has one E, and that doesn't make sense. But it's okay. I still trademark it. So, with that being said, how are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm fantastic.
Oh man, I'm not fantastic no more.
Are you okay?
No, you're okay. We're all wearing red.
Yeah, look at us. We're matching.
Yeah,
we got red shirts, red pants, red jerseys. I got red cups,
red J's.
Red J's.
Man, Woo!
All
right. I'm feeling a little bit better.
Yeah.
But hey, guys, as y'all can see, we got the Queen of House Rose in the building. I like to call her the Ring Slayer.
Ooh. Oh, period.
Because when she gets
that's a good one. I haven't heard that one.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and
huge fan.
Yeah.
Watch me steal that.
You could take it. You could take it.
We didn't trademark it.
Yeah, we didn't trademark it. But so man, me being a huge fan of yours, been watching you for a while. You've been all over the place, and I just want to let you know that we appreciate you as wrestling fans, giving you your flowers, because like when you really do your homework on the Queen of House Rose, she's been champion damn near everywhere.
Can we just list these accomplishments? Because I had legit wrote them down.
Yeah.
Wrote them down. No, it's all right. You can blush. I mean, your last name is Rose, so you got to blush like a rose. So, we got All Fury Pro Venus champion.
Correct.
First Deadlock Pro Championship, Women's Wrestling Championship, because it's a long title. Shout out to Deadlock. I love your podcast.
Oh.
Did not know that you had a promotion. Now I'm going to be on the lookout.
I love their podcast. Me and Connor listen to it all the time, and that's how we found out they were starting a promotion.
My favorite one to this day is when they make fun of Matt Morgan, or I forgot his name, but it was the SmackDown Thanksgiving. You're like, give me them peas.
Yeah.
Give me them collard greens.
My favorite bit they do right now is the Big Show one when they're like, I'm hungry.
When The Rock goes,
yeah, that was a classic.
That's how I got booked on the show.
You see, I want to be booked now. I don't care what to do. I'll do special guest commentating.
Reached out about their first show, and I was like, hey, congrats guys, I'm so excited. Me and my boyfriend at the time are gonna come out and watch the show. We're so excited to meet you guys. And James hit me back. He was like, you want to be booked on the show? And I was like, absolutely, I do.
Why you want to be a fan? Let's.
I was like, absolutely, I do. Yes.
Put you to work. All right. What else? Inspire Pro Championship. You teamed up.
First woman ever.
First.
Yeah. That was awesome.
First woman to ever hold that.
Exactly. See, I didn't put the first. Bad by me. And then you were a tag team champion in the same promotion with Thunder Rosa. Called yourselves the Twin Dragon Connection.
Meta.
Twin Dragon Connection.
La Mera.
Meta.
And then you were the Road Diamonds Championship. You were the Vixen Wrestling Revolution Champion. Renegade Vixen Championship. I think they're both the same promotion, correct?
Same promotion. It's kind of like it died and came back. But yeah.
Okay. Just want to make sure. And then the new Texas Pro Women's Champion.
First ever.
You see? Look at that. Twice.
I mean,
not once, but twice.
What can you say, man?
She said one wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
Give me the double.
I'm the queen of first evers, bro.
She's like, I don't want no singles patty. I want a double patty.
Wow.
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry.
I'm starving. And then last year you were 134 on the women's PWI 250.
I was 134.
Man, you passed the halfway mark.
I know. I was like, whoa.
We're getting there. We're getting there. What number? If you had to guesstimate, what number you will be this year?
I'm not on the list.
There it came out.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, come on now. Come on, little guesstimation. Humble yourself.
I'm hoping for double digits.
Double digits. Yeah. Let's get it. Let's put 10 on it. But yes, so as every story, all of these accomplishments has a story, has an up beginning.
Yeah.
What's your start off?
Well, my dad's a huge wrestling fan. That's how I got into wrestling. Was he always likes to tell the story to anyone who will listen that my crib was like in between the Monday Night Wars.
Wow.
That is adorable.
I like that.
He had one on one TV and one on the other because he couldn't miss them. And then I would watch it growing up with him, but I wasn't like into it when I was like really young. I just knew it was what like my dad watched.
Yeah.
And then I found it on my own when I was like, I think like 11, 12 maybe. And I was like, hey, Dad, isn't this like what you used to watch? And he was like, first of all, used to is rude. Second of all.
First of all, just because you don't watch me doesn't mean I'm not watching.
And he was like, second of all, sit down. I got some things to teach you. So I got into it on my own. And then he took me to our first live event that we went to together. It was Night of Champions.
Oh, okay.
In Houston, Texas.
Okay.
I remember Nikki Bella was fighting for she had just hit longest reigning Divas champion.
Nice.
And I loved Nikki. But I also love Charlotte. And my dad was making fun of me the whole time because he was like, you're going to make her lose. You're her bad luck charm. You're going to be there. You're gonna lose. And guess what? Nikki lost. And I sat up in them seats crying.
Nah, you just did the walk of shame. Your dad say like, "Hey man, go get the Metro bus." You know,
literally.
Bad luck charm.
And then I decided I wanted to be a wrestler after that. He said I had to graduate high school, but
hey, there you go. Get your education, y'all.
Yeah. Stay in school.
Stay in school. Don't be a fool.
Wow. Going back to my notes, because I mean, like I said, I was excited about this. I want to go back to the whole ring slayer thing. I said that about you because your body of work really speaks for itself. Again, if you're at home, do your research. Our guest has been in the ring with a lot of great talent. Mickie James.
We had to listen.
Oh man,
Emi Sakura.
Yeah, yes. Oh my God. The Renaissance Woman, Hyon, Roxanne Perez,
Kylie Ray,
the Native Beast, Nyla Rose.
Ooh.
And that oh man, I watched that.
And then her recent matchup with Aniko.
Dude, I had to run that match back. I had to run that match back.
Yeah.
With her and Nyla Rose.
Yeah, I was there.
I was like, wait a minute.
Sweating. But I was so happy.
I was like,
I was sweating.
No, yeah, you had more reasons. I'm just a big dude. We sweat.
But see, the thing is, I just want the people to know at home, like, hey, she has been in the grind. She's worked her way up. She's getting these calls to go here, to go there. And I feel like, you know, not trying to fanboy or whatever, but I just feel like you don't get the praise that you deserve.
Oh, well, thank you.
You know, I'm
one more time. I'm a bend knee right now.
My
Period.
Oh my goodness.
One time.
He's really trying to rack up these points.
Oh my goodness.
Look at this. First of all, when you have healthy knees like me.
Oh my goodness, you and these knees, bro.
He's just showing off.
What did Megan Thee Stallion say? Knees like Megan, right?
Megan knees.
Yeah, man. That's like what I'm trying to do.
Oh my goodness. But I just wanted to throw that out there because you have had great 5-star matches, and I've seen multiple, you know, matches that you've been in, and I just wanted to let you know as a fan, I feel like you need to hear that, you know, that, you know, we believe in you, and we can't wait for you to get to that next level.
Oh, thank you.
Oh yeah, no problem. So I want to dive into you starting training and getting into it because we all know that's not an easy thing. For us training, and want to know like how was it for you, and also in training, was there anything like difficult that you had to overcome for us? Like, you know, I heard like some stories, like some people have a hard time doing the tuck and rolls or, you know, certain bumps or whatever. You know, how was that for you?
Getting started in training, well, I just didn't know how people started wrestling. Like, I don't know. I didn't know if it was like a Hogwarts letter or what. Like,
Wow, Harry Potter.
I met my original trainer, Booker, at Kroger's, and he had told me he had a school. And so then when I graduated high school, I went to his fantasy camp and did well. And so I started training at Booker's, and it was great for a while. Obviously,
Yeah.
ended horribly. But that's okay. Bigger and better things.
Yeah.
We all
Exactly.
evolve.
The past is the past, and we pass it.
Exactly. Only time I'm looking back is to see how far I came. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bars.
But as far as actually in training, I remember I was scared of like anything new, right? So like any like new thing, it would take me like a whole day of like mental block to like get myself to fully commit to it.
Yeah.
In the beginning, I'm less like that now, but that was a thing. And I remember arm drags were so hard for some reason, like taking them. I was like, I don't understand this. My brain couldn't comprehend. So I remember there was a couple like weeks where like before and after training, I was just like, someone give me 1,000,000 arm drags, please. I'm trying to learn.
Wow.
Now I can take arm drags.
Hey,
So,
hey.
look at me.
What did Bruce Lee say? Practice one move for 1,000 times, you'll perfect it instead of to worry about the one person that focus on 1,000 moves that only practice it one time. Look at that.
Normal people practice till they get it right.
Exactly. Perfection.
Perfection is practice till they never get it wrong.
That's why she's the ring slayer.
Right. So again, like we mentioned it before off camera, like I'm a kinesiologist major. Basically, I study the movement of the body. Shout outs. Anyways, so when it comes to like training, like I don't care, as you can see from my belly, I don't care about Instagram training. I care about functional training, making sure I'm healthy. As you can see, I bent my knees twice. Didn't hear not one pop.
Yeah, my knees snap, crackle, and pop. So I don't even know how you did that just now.
So knees over toes, guy. Shout out. Anyway, so with that being said, like what was the hardest thing for your body to condition, especially being a ring? Because it's all easier said than done. Like any redneck with a beard can say like, oh, I can do that. But it takes a real person to actually take their time and perfect their craft in order to get to that level that you're in right now. So with that being said, like what was, like you continue on with to say, what was the most difficult part about trying to condition yourself from being a fan to being a wrestler?
Honestly, it's there. Like we all say that there is no cardio like in-ring cardio. You can do as much gym cardio as you want. You're still getting blown in that ring.
Yeah.
So learning how to control that and to breathe right and find where to breathe and make sure that you have those moments in your match. So, and plan accordingly for them, at least in your head, like, so that you know, okay, I have this big long sprint here. I need to make sure I get my breath before that, or else I'm gonna pass out, I think. So that's the hardest part for me, was learning that and where to control your breathing and how to like second nature control your breathing, kind of, because you have so many things going on that you can't sit there and like worry about your breathing. And a lot of people, when they get nervous or tired, their body, like, for some reason will just like hold their breath. And then that's the opposite of what you want. And then you end up on the floor in the back, like fighting for your life after the match. So.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, the reason why people like hold their breath, and it's something like I had to like study myself, is because they're trying to brace for impact. Like they don't know what's happening, so they're like trying to anticipate whatever's gonna happen instead of relaxing their body and actually taking it. Because again, like I come from a Gracie Jiu-Jitsu background, so obviously the closest thing for me to being a wrestler is actually like learning how to fall. Because obviously I have to brace myself, especially if someone's like taking me from a hip toss, arm drag, or whatever. Just I had to brace myself. And if you hold your breath, you're gonna feel that shock.
Yeah.
But if you actually breathe and actually boom, slap it, and just go, all right, I feel good.
Yeah.
And like I said, we did enough research. Hopefully we did good enough research. You also have a dancing background. Is that correct?
Yeah.
I did dance and color guard while I was in school since like Bales was 6th grade through my junior year.
Okay.
So, yeah, I did dance. I wish I would have done gymnastics, knowing obviously I didn't know I was gonna be a wrestler.
Trust me, I'm about to follow up that question.
The amount of like, I think because my biggest issue with my wrestling is my feet don't like to leave the ground. Okay, like the jumping parts are hard.
Yeah.
Okay, you ain't gonna see me do a leapfrog in a match. I promise. But I feel like gymnastics would have helped with that aspect, because dance doesn't, like, you do a couple of leaps, but it's not like that.
But it's not like
you know?
professional.
But yeah, dance definitely helped.
Yeah, it's especially with like body conditioning and stability.
Body control, huge.
Especially body control, because again, you have to like torque your body in order to do certain dance moves. And with that being said, definitely flexibility as well. Because again, like Jean-Claude Van Damme, he's like my biggest martial arts hero. And when I found out that he did ballet and gymnastics and all that, I'm like, yo, wrestlers, especially back in the day when they said it's not like ballet. Take ballet serious.
Actually.
Take ballet serious.
Yeah, put some respect on ballet, first of all.
Shout out to the ballet dancers here in Houston. Come on now.
Sorry, can I curse?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, shit's hard, man.
It's hard.
Come on now.
Well, I felt left out about the whole kinesiology thing.
No, it's all right. It's not like you have a master's degree.
Yeah,
that's cool.
You know what?
He is showing off.
Wow, bro. I thought we was cool.
We cool as ice, but right now it's Texas. It's hot.
All right.
Last week we had a breeze. Now we're back to being 103.
Yeah, we played ourselves.
So, diving back towards like the training and stuff like that, and you going to your first match. When did you know? At what point that you know? Hey, I got this. I can do this. I'm comfortable, or kind of comfortable.
Is that? I still don't think I got this. Okay. I'm nervous all the time. I like before any match, but I'm nervous. I definitely know there are things I do well, and I know how to go about situations to know that I can perform at whatever level I need to. But honestly, it was the people around me that had faith in me. Mm-hmm. Kiefer Bartek, he took me under his wing. I'm throwing up in my mouth, giving him compliments right now. But
wow.
He's like the older brother I never wanted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he took me under his wing when I was still a trainee. Made me his manager with Cam for the Cool.
Yeah, the Cool.
And took me out to shows, and I wasn't wrestling, but I was doing some spots as a manager, and then that's how I got booked for my first match.
Oh wow!
Was through that. Blake Jones, JJ Blake,
Dynamite.
Yup. He was another one that had a lot of faith in me, and pushed me as like in the best way. You know what I mean? Like there was times where we were going at each other because he knew I could do something better than what I was doing, and he still gets me sometimes. He's like, I know you know better than that kind of deal. So, and Kylie Ray, she was a huge one. She was there at the fantasy camp I did. Mm-hmm. I was the only girl there other than her.
Yeah.
And she was the trainer that was there for the girls, and she made me feel so comfortable. And then the first match I had with her, she fought tooth and nail to get me to be able to have that match with her.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
They wanted, it was at Row, and Booker wanted to bring in a name for Kylie, and it was her going away match at the time. Mm-hmm. And she said, no, that's not what a going away match is for. It's to pass the torch, like bring someone else up.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Booker named anyone else other than me as far as trainees, from what Kylie says.
Yeah.
And she put her foot down and she said, no, it's her or it's no one. And shout out Kylie. That was the first match that I remember thinking, oh, no, this is what this is supposed to feel like during the match. I remember right after the cutoff, I was outside of the ring, she was selling, and I was going at it with some fans.
Yeah.
And I remember just feeling like me and her were connected, the fans were connected, we were all engaged with each other, and I was like, oh, this is what this is supposed to feel like. So shout out Kylie. I love her to death.
Shout out to Kylie. I've been watching her for the longest.
I love her to death.
Like I would
commit felonies for that woman.
Well, you heard it here.
Hey, yeah, right.
Kylie, hit me up if you need anything.
Hey, you want to dispose your body?
We ride at dawn.
I know it's short and late, don't Shane. No, I legit love Kylie Ray. I've been watching her for the longest. Like, I started going to like indies in Texas, like 2014, and I've been noticing her, and like she's been having a comeback too. So, like, good for her.
Yeah,
And
I've said it a million times. I don't know if I've told her, but she is walking sunshine. That's like the way I just feel around her. Like, she brightens every room. She's literally one of the best people I've ever been around.
Walking sunshine.
She is genuinely.
Oh yeah. I wasn't expecting that, huh? Yeah.
Anyway, so speaking of like examples like Kylie Ray, your training, if we, put a timeline on it, is definitely during the era of like women's revolution.
Yeah.
Where like now it went from like, hey, we only getting 5 minutes to now almost like 20 minutes to main events.
Yeah.
To almost like, you got to put respect on my name.
Yeah.
And with that being said, like, was there any like inspiration because of that revolution, or did you have that fear of like, I'm only gonna get 5 minutes, or I'm gonna go back to the old quote unquote like we're just popcorn matches? And obviously, I think we ended the bra and panties match, which thank God, thank God for that. So was there any like more inspiration for you to put this at a 1000%, or was it like, oh no, like this is still like slowly coming out?
No, it was definitely inspiration. I don't think I would have wanted to be a wrestler if it was still the TNA women's wrestlers, if you know what I mean. Not the company,
the organization.
Not the company.
Yeah.
Put it together. TNA.
Yeah. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. But, and I don't think my dad would have been comfortable either, because he's pushed me to do it since he knew I was serious about it. He's pushed me to do it, and I think he wouldn't have been serious or encouraging of it if he thought that's what it was going to be. So it definitely was like a huge part in me taking the first step to get in the ring. And then it was still towards the beginning of my training and matches, it was still very like, you get maybe 5 minutes, you're either the main or you're the first match. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was an attraction match still. Even if it wasn't, bra and panties, we were still looked at as an attraction match. And I think with how hard the women in the spotlight were fighting to change that, like Saraya, Nikki, AJ Lee, Charlotte, Naomi,
Sasha,
Becky. I think it was like ammo, you know what I mean? Like, it was like motivation.
More
like,
reason to why.
Yeah, I'm gonna be another reason why we're valuable to a card. Why it's not just, oh, well, we have to have a women's match or else people are gonna bitch at us. Which I heard. I've heard multiple times throughout my career. We need, who do you want to work? Because like, we need a women's match because, like, people are gonna bitch on social if we don't have one. Literally, I've heard it multiple times. Or, hey, I just need a female for this match. I heard I need a white female one time.
Hey, yo.
And I was like, I'm still in training. I'm not doing matches yet. Sorry. But yeah, so there was definitely still like a lot of pushback. So I think it was I live out of spite. I'm gonna be so real. There's so many things that like I'll do out of spite. Like, it motivates me. So it was low key a little bit of spite. Like, nah, I'm gonna come out here and be a main eventer and best match on the card if I can.
Yeah.
It's hard when you got like Mysterious Q, Brian Keith.
Don't remind me of Mysterious Q right now.
Stephen Wolf.
He owes me. I got to get chopped by him soon, so I'm not happy about that.
Yeah, you're worried about me. Yeah. I've been chopped by Q.
Oh God.
Yeah, I told you how many times I ran into them in the gym, and he does the Birdman,
Oh man. Man, I can't even. Wow, I don't even know what to say about that chop because I know it's gonna hurt. It's probably gonna be one of the worst ones.
He might go easy on. Did Steven chop you?
No, I backed out of that one.
Oh yeah, yeah. Stevens are brutal.
So he chopped Zello and he chopped Guru and he bust Guru open.
Yeah, Stevens are brutal.
Yeah, I knew that.
I shook the man's hand. I felt the little like castellan. I was like, all right, cool.
I saw him chop Chris Carter and I was like, I'm done.
Poor Chris Carter. He's like drywall.
Yes.
He ain't got no like meat on his bones.
I said, I'm done. Y'all can have it. Here comes Stephen Wolf. Y'all got it. But oh man, Chops just got my mind all razzled up. But
see, he can't even ask.
He's nervous.
Yeah, I am a little nervous. But so I wanted to also ask because you know you are the Queen of House Rose, and when you're training and you're building yourself up, and you start thinking of your identity and who you want to put out to the world, how did you come up with the Queen of House Rose? And
let's talk about it.
You know, like it's cool. I like it. It's catchy. We know exactly who it is before you even come out. Your theme music is dope, and you just caught my attention with your style, how you come to the ring and how you demand respect and us to bend the knee and just the whole full circle, because I've seen you on both sides of babyface and heel, and my personal favorite is probably the heel, but you know, but how do you keep that going?
Well, it came about because of fans. I was like a very prissy gimmick originally because I was like Kiefer's hairstylist as my manager gimmick. So that's what I was the first probably like 6 months at least of me doing matches, was a hairstylist. I would spray people with hairspray, stuff like that. And so I'd scream and be like, don't touch my hair, like and I think some fans were just like, yes, queen, like at me, you know what I mean? And for it just stuck. Like fans would say yes, queen, okay, queen, like whatever, and I was like, okay, like queen's cool, because I didn't want to do hairstylist for me myself, like with the cool, it was fine because it's obviously like I'm there to help them with whatever they're doing, but like for me, I was like, I don't want to be a hairstylist, you know. So I love Game of Thrones. I just honestly love like medieval anything. I love like romanticy books, like medieval books, Fourth Wing, Ranger's Apprentice. Like that's like always been like, I love that era of like fiction. And that's what wrestling is. Sorry guys, fiction. And so I was big into Game of Thrones, and I didn't want to just be the queen because there's like a million queens, you know what I mean? So I was like, the queen of what, right? House Rose. So that's how that got started. And then the bend the knee, people picked up on the link to Game of Thrones. And so they were like, oh, bend the knee. And I was like, yeah, bend the knee.
Damn knee.
Yeah, put some respect on my knee.
And then I stuck with that one. So
that's pretty cool. Like I kind of figured that's what it was, but I mean, it just, you embodied that so well that it just fits, you know what I'm saying? And so also I want to talk about, because I want to definitely highlight this again, like I said, do your homework. You've been in the ring with a lot of great talent, and I have to ask about the time you was in the ring with Mickie James. Like, I want to know from beginning to the end, how did that even come about?
Okay, so I got a message from Gail.
Okay.
Asking about extra work for Impact at the time, now TNA. And obviously I was like, absolutely, yes.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I was like, sign me up. And that was my second time being there. I had wrestled Masha once before. And so I got there, and I had heard rumblings that it was like Mickie was doing a lot of enhancement talent matches for her storyline. Yeah. And so I was like, oh shit, that'd be crazy. But so like, yeah, I got there, and first day I didn't have anything, which is fine. I was chilling. Yeah. And then they told me that I was working Mickie the next day, and I was like,
yeah.
Me?
Huh?
Yeah, you.
Me? And then so I was nervous, dude. I remember I was like sweating talking to Mickey about the match. And she was so cool. She is so friendly. She was the best. And she I thought it was gonna be a full squash. Like I'm locking up and that's about it. You know what I mean? Lock up McDT. Like but no, I got some offense in that
Definitely
match.
got some offense, and I pointed that out in my notes.
Yeah, and I remember the one. I think I did a short arm line to her, and I call it a Mickey cell.
Yeah.
It's the one where she has her legs like she'll like fall, like she'll bump, sit up, and she has her legs out, and then she like flops over. I love that cell. She does it. It's like something that she very specifically does, and I remember in the match, I was like, oh my God, Mickey just did the Mickey cell for me. And I was losing it. And then she's easy to talk to during matches. We cut some stuff because she just didn't like her comeback that she had. I if I remember correctly. Don't want to put words in the legend's mouth. Yeah. But for some reason, I don't know if it was time or something. But we changed her comeback, or she changed her comeback. And very easy to work. She was very gracious. Definitely learned a lot in like a 4 or 5 minute match, maybe. Got an entrance. That was cool.
Yes.
That's the best part.
Because a lot of times with enhancement matches, you're preloaded, which means you're in the ring already. Yeah, preloaded. And they told me I had an entrance, and I was like,
oh yeah.
What?
Yes.
So that was awesome. But yeah, everything about that day was amazing too.
And I got the actual date of that day. It happened August the 27th, 2022.
Yep, my sister's birthday.
Oh yeah, that was dope.
That was a nice little birthday gift for her.
I also want to talk about I know you was in the ring with Billy Starks. Mm-hmm. How was that? Because Billy Starks is dope. Like,
are you talking on the Indies or in Ring of Honor?
Ring of Honor, yeah, Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor?
Because I know you go by a different name, Arya Thorne, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so now that you like establish yourself from a certain persona here in the Indies, but you renamed yourself, why was that?
They asked me to.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as long as both parties agree, I mean, that's one thing, because like you establish your identity, which I want to go over because I know a hint of it involves Disney too, right?
Okay. Right. Calm down. Wow. Only the children usually clock me on that.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, he caught that. We talked about that.
Yeah. I didn't even pay attention, but anyways, so it's like different personas. Like you know act like different one way on one weekend, then the next weekend I got to be a different person. Mm-hmm. So is that difficult, or is it something that's like, no, it's like pretty much similar?
Nope, same thing. It's just a different name. They have Rachel Ellering on ROH, and then they have Nyla Rose. So just two similar names. So they asked me to change it, and they said I could change it to anything that wasn't someone else on ROH. So
it was still like a rose.
Yeah, so Thorn has to do with roses, and then I love Arya from Game of Thrones.
See,
so I stole her name.
But I was like, wait a minute, are we getting a whole nother dark character right here?
No,
we getting something?
Still same queen.
Yeah.
Queen. Different name. Rose by any other name, you know. Do you know the quote?
Huh?
It's like a Shakespeare thing.
Oh, okay.
A rose by any other name smells just as sweet.
My first time hearing that. I like it already.
I only did my Shakespeare in high school.
These guys, uncultured.
Sometimes.
A little bit. So I want to dive into New Texas Pro.
Yes, please.
New Texas Pro is a very dope wrestling organization. Shout out to Kiefer. Shout out to JJ Blake. Shout out to Bulldog. Just everybody over there's a great roster. Love the talent. Love the shows. I like that they're going all over Texas, and also like the Texas themes. Those Texas themes they've been having for us, like Fistful of Dollars, already platinum. Definitely doing that thing. You being the first women's champion for that organization, right?
How did Billy Starks for that?
Yeah, hey,
Ooh,
that counts.
That's why she asked, like, hey, baby, clarify.
Yeah, which one you talking about?
Which one you talking about? Because she whooped my ass on Ring of Honor, so.
But then I got it back at New Texas Pro. Like,
no, that was before.
No.
Also, she came from.
Yeah.
I thought you did.
I did my homework.
I
You're
put
my favorite now.
Yeah, see, I'm the favorite now. How about that?
It's okay.
In your face.
It's all right. It's like dinner. It's like a Sunday dinner. Just because you won today doesn't mean you win next week. Okay.
No. But no, what I was trying to get was, how does it feel that they came to you and be like, "Hey, Raychell, love what you're doing and we want you to be the face of the women's division of our company." How did that make you feel?
I think it was more along the lines of "Don't fuck up."
Don't fuck it up, Raychell.
I don't think
what a quote.
I think they had faith in me, and I think they saw potential in me, and I know they did because they, like I said, it's ran by JJ and Kiefer, who have always pushed me and saw something in me. So I think they knew I was on that kind of turning point.
Yeah.
In my career of being green but good.
Yeah.
To being good. And I think they wanted to put me in a position where they could help push me further in that direction. So I think it was more they saw something in me and knew I could get there and did it to help me get there.
Gotcha.
Which is, I'll shout out New Texas till the day I die.
Mm-hmm.
Best promotion anywhere near Houston, by far. They care about their talent. They want us to succeed. Every day in training, everyone gets something. There's no one sitting on the sidelines. Be it beginner, intermediate, advanced. They actively put us in positions to challenge ourselves and be better. And they genuinely want what's best for us. And it's the most freeing feeling, especially like when you come from somewhere that wasn't like that at all, where you're walking on eggshells. That was obviously had its moments. Like there were good things I got from my previous training facility. But I also got a lot of stress and anxiety, and I was unsafe there, which is never something you have to worry about with New Texas. And that's why I'll preach anyone around Houston, if you want somewhere to train, come to New Texas.
Gotcha.
Period.
I also like the thing that I like about New Texas is, man, the atmosphere. Mm-hmm. Oh man, when you walk in there, you're just like, bro, it's about to go down in here. You know what I'm saying? Like the matches is always great. And the thing too, man, you gotta shout out Texas Contender Series because, I mean, bro, even that, even Texas Contender Series, I'm locked in. I'm excited. Take my money. The roster's great. Great talent coming up, and you see the talent go over there. Now they're on New Texas, and then you can see them on PWF. I mean, it's like a revolving door, man. It's like, and I really like it. I hear great things about the locker room. I actually have been backstage in the locker room for my own eyes. I've saw nothing but great things. I like
a
how
well-functioned machine.
Oh yeah, it's pretty cool.
We all get along very well.
Oh, yeah.
And it's also like if there is any problems, it's squashed so fast. Like it's not like we feel like we can all talk to each other, be it if you're Stephen Wolf, the champion, or someone it's your first day on the card. If there's an issue or you feel a certain type of way, we all know we can go to each other and say, hey, like, are we okay? This is how I felt. If it was anything weird and it gets squashed and we have conversations, it's very, very wholesome's not the right word, but like cohesive.
Yeah, got you.
Very cohesive. And I love Contenders. We just had our biggest Contender show ever.
Yeah, I was mad that I had to miss it.
Yeah, Super Texas Contender 6, biggest show ever, biggest house. And it was I love Contenders because you can definitely see people like want more and like get a taste and get when you see like the light in their eyes whenever like something clicks or they figure something out in there. It's great. I love it.
I love the storylines, and I'm like, bro, like the storylines there is really, really good. And I like how it leads to the next level of the New Texas Pro Show. And somebody that's also one of my favorites. That go like this. I see on both sides of that is the Rock Roller Jay Davis. Starting to see oh, I don't want to butcher his name. I'm gonna say the last name Calloway because I butchered his
Jack
name.
Calloway.
Yeah, Jack Calloway. He's dope. Just you just got to be there. And matter of fact, shout out to New Texas Pro. Shout out to Texas Contender Series, and make sure you go on IWTV and get that because I had to get it because I was mad that I wasn't able to make the trip to in Buda.
Yeah, coming up this Saturday.
I was well the one that I had last time.
Oh, the
I was mad I
previous one,
couldn't
yeah.
make it, so I was like, man, how can I watch it? And I
Are you
was
coming
like,
out Saturday?
I'm gonna be at work.
Are you coming out Saturday?
Trabajo.
Neither one of you are my favorites anymore.
It's
I mean,
it's all right,
got
man. Once you got these
9 to 5s.
student loans,
You know,
like these student loans are no
I'm
joke.
I'm gonna be there in support on IWTV.
Okay, I guess
Exactly.
I guess
online.
that's okay.
Yeah, look, we're doing the best we can. I'm just playing. Nah, but what I was trying to get at with New Texas is you have a lot of great matches. You've been champion there multiple times. Had great storylines.
Oh yeah, we missed a first ever woman to hold the New Texas Pro Tag Championship.
Yeah, with Buzzsaw.
Yeah.
And then he ended up turning on you, and then y'all had a.
You see, that's why we didn't mention it.
Yeah,
see, we did our research. We just didn't want to put it out there.
He ended up turning on you. Y'all had one of the best street fights ever. Off with his head. And yeah, you're a winner. But I want to ask, what is your favorite match that you ever had in New Texas?
Oh, that's so hard.
Especially the one that you just had.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was dope.
I would say it's tied between my the match I had with Roxy, Roxanne Perez for the Ring of Honor Women's Championship and the New Texas Pro Championship. She had Ring of Honor, obviously I had New Texas, and then it was first fall was for the New Texas belt, and the second fall was for the Ring of Honor belt.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that one, what I loved that match. That's one of the only matches of mine that I'll go back and rewatch.
Yeah.
Because I loved that match. And then me and Hyon's No Holds Barred.
That was awesome.
Brutal.
You had a little color there.
I had a little color there.
Yeah, a little color there with some blood
yeah, also my dad was in the audience for that.
Oh.
And he had seen me do hardcore matches before. But I never bled. And like I said, he's a wrestling fan. He knows that like it's a thing that happens. And I had texted him before the match started, and I was like, "Okay, Dad, like no matter what,
shit's about to
I'm
go
okay.
Yeah.
You'll know if I'm not okay. I'm not that bitch. Like I will throw up that X immediately.
Yeah.
Get me out of there if I'm hurt." But I was like, just no matter what, like I'm okay. I'm like selling outside of the ring, full crimson mask. I look up at my dad. He's laughing and like has his camera out like, "You're doing great, sweetie." And I was like, now I'm offended, actually. Could you be a little concerned?
That's a little baby, bleeding all over the flowers.
Yeah.
But as soon as the match was done, he did go outside to check on me and look at it. And then he was like, "It's not that bad. You'll be fine."
Not that bad.
My baby got scars.
I want to ask this too because again, the women's revolution is taking over. You actually been in the ring with men as well. How do you feel about intergender matches?
Oh, I love them. I think it's the best ones are the ones that make sense. The same as like a women's and women's match, men and man match. One-off matches are cool. You know, if it's like a clash of styles or just these two people who like you really shouldn't be in the same ring, same promotion as far as like where they are, different promotions, different things.
Yeah.
Those are cool one-offs, but I think matches in any case are better when they mean something or have somewhere going somewhere with something.
Yeah.
So I love a lot of my intergender matches. My storyline with Teflon John at Inspire was one of my favorites.
Oh man, we got to catch one of those shows.
Absolutely do. I love Inspire. My match with Mysterious Q, also at Inspire. That's how I know his chops are lethal.
They got one of the best elbow drops. How he come off the ring.
Yeah, the kaiju.
Oh my goodness, I love it.
Like a minute into that match, he picked me up over his head and threw me to the outside of the ring. I was like,
Thought we were cool.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a.
I was like, all right, cute, I guess.
I guess I gotta have to go hard too.
Yeah.
No, but for me, like the way I view intergender matches, because I'm a big video game fan. I see it like Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter.
Yeah.
When Chun-Li has to face Ryu,
Yeah.
it has to happen.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that, again, with the women's revolution, we could put a little respect on that, and we could, justify it again. Old school wrestling fan. I know. Yeah. Shh. We could always put that mindset that no, we could believe that Raychell Rose could kick Mysterious Q's ass.
Like, that one might be one of the most, like, unbelievable ones I've done just because of, like, the size difference. But I've also wrestled Nyla Rose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's a huge size difference. So, but no one bitches about that. You know what I mean? So...
Again, because of the tagline is women's match.
Yeah.
But when they see intergender match, it's like, doesn't make sense.
See, sometimes I also, like, I'm like, why are we putting intergender?
Just like, have a regular match.
Like, it's just a match.
Okay.
Like, I feel like sometimes it adds to the fire sometimes for these, like, haters. You know what I mean? Like, because, like...
Hey, man,
like,
put down the Twitter fingers.
Yeah, put
the Twitter fingers.
Twitter fingers down.
Put the Twitter fingers down.
Or keep them coming. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't read them.
Me?
So
I'm college educated. I can't read.
Before we
I don't read, Benedict.
Before we transition to me getting my ass chopped, I want to ask, who is somebody that you've been in the ring with that you had great chemistry with?
Roxanne.
Wow.
By far the best chemistry I've ever had with anyone.
By far.
By far. The day I get to wrestle her again, it'll feel like coming home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We could wrestle each other blindfolded, earplugs, like, and it'd be perfect. I feel like we know each other back and forth. Well, she's added some things to her game now.
Yeah.
But
right?
Back in the day. So yeah, Roxanne by far I had the best chemistry with.
Man. I just want to just give you your flowers. I am one of your fans.
And I actually met you before you started training.
No, you didn't.
I did. Kamapalooza.
Oh my gosh.
We had a nice conversation waiting in line. I forgot who we met, but we were having a nice conversation. It was you, me, and my friend who is bald and he has a cap, and we were just chit-chatting. We even talked about a certain situation that we can't even say online.
Yeah. Wait, what situation?
It's
bad.
We'll say off layer.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Nothing
major, nothing that involves
nothing
us.
Involves us.
But it was like a funny story that you told me why you know that story.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
It's funny.
I'm nervous now.
Not funny, but funny.
Funny, not funny.
But so the reason why I mentioned that is because that same passion that you had back then when I met you is the same passion I'm feeling it right now. So just the fact that, I mean, always evolve, but never change. Exactly. Still have that reason why you want to do it, but keep evolving in that, and that's what you've done. And you've done an amazing job. Again, another roast. Come on.
Period.
How many times you gonna been?
How many times are you gonna pop?
All right.
Before we get to the chopping,
go ahead.
I do want to just say, because it is Suicide Awareness Month.
Okay.
Yes, please.
And as someone with major depressive disorder and CPTSD and has struggled with those thoughts, and know many people in my life who struggle with the same thing, just want to shout out that especially the wrestling community, fans, producers, wrestlers, all of us in between, cameramen, ring announcers, we are a community and we do have each other's backs. And if there's ever anything that you need to talk about or you feel like you don't have someone to come to, my inbox is always open. I don't care who you are. And I just want to make sure everyone knows, like, you are making the world better by being here one more day. Sometimes I was here one more day out of spite. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I mean whenever sometimes spite fuels you.
Yeah.
Whatever you got to do to make it through the day, to make it through the night, because the nights are the worst, do it. Because everything I've been through in my wrestling career, especially these last couple of years, between the stalking situation, my fiance having a brain tumor, my grandmother dying during that, and then of course the stalking situation becoming public because it was private at the time. It was hard. It was some of the hardest months of my life. And the people around me genuinely saved my life. And so I just want to make sure everyone knows, like, if you need something or if you just want to vent or need to get it off your chest or whatever, my inbox is always open and there are always, always, always people who care about you. And I just wanted to make sure I put that out there.
Definitely put that out there.
Yeah.
My inbox are open
important.
too because I've been there. I've been a victim of domestic violence, even though I'm a big ass man.
Hey, it happens.
Jiu-jitsu. And it's
I know,
like
there's my friends like that are big guys that you know,
because you get embarrassed because it's like, oh, this like 5'4".
It's not embarrassing. Fuck that bitch.
Exactly.
And bitch is gender neutral. Okay.
Exactly.
Man, woman, don't care.
Yeah.
Leave your hands off your partner.
No, trust me, that's the reason why I got this tat.
Yeah, you did tell me about that.
Yeah.
Last thing before we transition, can you please, I like to call this a tie to the world, something that the world can relate to about yourself. Can you please leave before you leave with a positive message to the fans?
I jumped the gun on that one, huh?
No, that was it.
No, that was awesome.
That was beautiful.
We needed that, man. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world, and we needed that. But just something like for the people who look up to you. Hey, I want to be like her when I grow up. She's a wrestler. I love her. I want to wrestle because of her. You got anything to say to those fans?
Stand up for yourself in every room. Create space for yourself and take up space in every room, especially if it's any young girls getting into the business. There are situations that I 100% should have advocated for myself and not trusted other people to do it for me because they didn't. Advocate for yourself, take up space, speak your mind, tell someone to fuck off if they make you uncomfortable. I don't care who they are. And also vote in November.
Oh.
Yes.
Make sure you're registered. Vote blue.
Yeah,
vote
just because we're wearing red doesn't mean we support red.
Fuck no, bitch.
Yeah.
Fuck that orange bitch and vote Kamala.
Exactly. The one that supports Beyonce, you know.
Okay. Well, again, I really like this. I'm glad you came out. Again, giving you your flowers. Thank you for everything.
He's trying to stop
done
because
for the.
I'm
about to get chopped. I'm about to get chopped. You know what, Eddie?
His voice shaking. He's like, "You see my hand shaking?"
We'll be back after we set up for me getting my ass chopped, and it's gonna hurt. And
I'll go easy on
No, don't go easy. You can't go easy.
No.
I've been getting
yeah, right. They should go whisper in your ear too.
All right. All right. Well, we'll be back after this, and pray for me. What's good, man? It's your boy Mikey, man. So the facts, and hey, man, it's time for it, man. Welcome to Shots and Chops.
Oh, snap! Yo!
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Hold on. There you go.
Oh,
there you go.
Goodness.
That's respect right there.
Damn. Hey, man. Well, y'all down with the PWO? You're down for life, man. Thank you.